Lloyd, you look tired somehow. Are you alright? Yeah, in a manner of speaking. I might be tired just because a lot of things happened. Please don't push yourself too hard, okay? When I think about what would happen if you or my sister died, I get really scared, you know? Yeah, thanks, I'll be careful. Just being careful isn't enough. You've got to get proper rest in times like these. If you like, shall I give you a massage? If I violently press the pressure points affecting fatigue, you'll get better like bam, you know? That looks incredibly painful somehow. I'm good. I appreciate the thought. I feel refreshed just talking to you somehow, Fran. Huh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. As the operator, it's my duty to cheer you up, all of you, after all. I think that this might be your calling. And you don't even know how many times your smile has healed us through the terminal screen. And at HQ as well. I'm sure there are many people guided by you. Oh, if you say that much, I'll get a little embarrassed. But you're right. I want you to do your best from here on out, okay, Lloyd? If you like, please take this. Fran's Charm. You're giving this to me? Yes, please take it. I made it while praying for everyone's safety, so I'm sure it'll be effective. And I'll put it to good use. Take care. Fran's Charm. Oh, evasion plus. Not as much as Evergreen. Please take good care of that charm, okay? I made it while praying for everyone's safety, so I'm sure it'll be effective. Indeed, I sense Kia-like waves coming from that huge tree. Maria Bell said that huge tree is Kia herself, but I don't understand. What is she planning, making something like that appear? It would have been better if I returned to my geofront base, but right now this place is more interesting. Since I'm here, I'll stick with you guys till the end. Heh, be grateful. As for the meaning of the appearance of the Azure tree, even the church has no idea as of yet. When we enter, we have no idea what could happen. It's possible that it could fall in Crossbell, but if there's something you have to do, that might take precedence. Yeah, head to the tree last after I finish all my business around here. I can't believe that huge tree appeared in the marshlands. Its height surpasses by far that of Orchis Tower. I'm pretty sure it can be seen even from the Empire and Republic. The whole continent is most likely observing what's going on in Crossbell right now. That being the case, I'll follow you around as well, even at the risk of my life. New stuff, and technically some of these are still... The ones I reported are still available? Weird. I guess they weren't kidding when they said long term. East Crossbell Highway, Akamana. Ancient Battlefield, Dark Legend. Nox Woodlands, Sorcerer Kong. Gotta return to Nox Woodlands to get that one bell. I haven't the slightest idea how much you'll be able to do in that huge tree. She has power rivaling that of the gods, and that is no exaggeration. I think the deep-rooted delusions of the children of man could lead to this point. Now that the huge tree appeared, it looks like the holy nation of Arteria is in an uproar as well. Anyhow, this is an unexpected miracle that isn't recorded in any of the church's testaments. The Pillar of Salt was one of those as well. The leaders can't help but exercise caution. But as long as Kia is in there, we can't take it easy. I'm taking responsibility, so if you're going to the huge tree, please feel free to tell Abbas for me. Not really seeing anything new here, huh? Yeah, Dudley already has this one. You probably want to finish your preparations before heading to the huge tree, but what we have here is limited. For now, you probably want to visit the various facilities throughout Crossbell and your friends as well. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've got to make sure have no regrets. Yeah, I hope I didn't spend too many of my resources. Belle, I wonder if she planned to discard her father from the start. And I think Mr. Grimwood was the mastermind. Yeah, they say her father cared more about the banking side than the alchemy side. So it's possible they were never going to see eye to eye that much. It's no good, I'm confusing myself. I've got to put my thoughts in order. Anyway, we have no choice but to go. It's that Azure tree. I wonder what Pete thinks of all this. For my own reasons as well, I must solve things with her. She waits in the huge tree. My mind is made up. Let us depart once preparations are complete. Now that Arkansas is free, possibly. Before heading to the huge tree, maybe I should take Risha to see that person. Yeah, I'll see. Hopefully she's ready to see Eiyuu for real this time. I feel tension on board the airship is even greater than it was before the Crossbell City liberation operation. We finally reached the final stage. May the protection of the gods be with you. Bannings, you've grown quite a bit. Huh? I've come with you all this far, but your investigation and reasoning skills are sound. I don't consider you a greenhorn any longer. You still haven't reached the level of Guy or McLean when they were on active duty, but it was worth looking after you as a first-class detective. What's this all of a sudden? Just shut up and listen. Yes, sir. I just name-dropped Guy and McLean, but I won't tell you to be a detective like they were. You have your own character. By growing that, you can become an excellent detective. From now on, you should work to find your own goals as a detective. What, you got a problem with that? No, I'm just surprised. It's not like you to have such a high opinion of me, Detective Dudley. What will happen to the State Guard depends on how things will unfold, but the police will continue. When this chain of events concludes, I'm sure at least you will return to the police. To prepare you for that, I just thought I'd give you some advice as the detective in charge of the 1st Division. That's all. Is that so? Thank you very much. I'll work hard to live up to your expectations. Don't misunderstand. Everything I've told you is just based on analysis and objective fact. At the end of the day, we can't move on to the next thing until we resolve this incident and seize the truth of it. And as always, he can't be honest with himself, huh? What's that grin on your face? No, it's nothing. Hearts of Iron 2. Bond with Dudley. Sort of. He's playable, but he has an NPC type bonding event. No matter what that huge tree is, to us it's small, right, Lloyd? He will return to our side. As long as we remember that, everything will be okay. If we have time to think about it, let's start the infiltration already. With Arios gone, it seems command of the entire State Guard is transferred to Commander Sonia. It looks like they'll be dealing with the chaos generated by the appearance of that huge tree for a while. I think it'll be difficult, but if we leave it to Commander Sonia, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's push onward to the objective right in front of us. Okay, so the teleport point is where our car used to be. Huh. Okay, what should I do for Kopei's fish? Better look at the list again. I might as well give Blue Dragon. Most of the rewards are not that great, I feel like. Heal. Katse received. Maya, are you giving this to me? Thanks, we'll use it with gratitude. What's wrong? Kopei, please watch the house for a while longer. We'll bring back Kia for sure. You're absolutely right. Things have gotten serious, but don't be discouraged, Lloyd. With all the hardships you guys went through, I'm sure you'll be able to solve this incident too. I guarantee it, so have some confidence in yourself. Thanks, Officer Kate. I keep wanting to call her Officer Jenny from Pokemon. Lloyd and everyone, nice work breaking through the President's blockade. And Lloyd, I think things will be tough from here on out, so let's do our best together. Yes, let's. And the same to you too, Wendy. Even with all that's happened, you're here continuing your work. We'll be relying on you to maintain our orbits for a long time to come. Roger that. But anyway, it's really no big deal, so please take these. EP charge times 3. Thanks, Wendy. This is a big help. You're welcome. Anyway, if you're going anywhere dangerous, please be careful, okay? Once things have calmed down, let's have a meal with Oscar, just the 3 of us. Yeah, let's. Hey, there's the number 11? Didn't notice that before. Weird. Could be the most recent one, based on us yeeting the president. This afternoon, President Dieter was taken into custody by the Crossbell Police's Special Support Section. The president is charged with conspiracy to commit terrorism, false arrest of congressmen, usurpation of authority, and misuse of government property in addition to other crimes. We expect the 1st Division to take custody of him shortly. At the time of this report, President Dieter's many unlawful acts and the conspiracy he perpetrated have become clear. At press time, the president is still on duty and has not been officially arrested, but one of our reporters was at the site of a number of events. It's because of her testimony that we decided to make this report. Editor's note. In addition, I want to apologize for the lateness of this report. Shocking circumstances of the arrest. We caution that this incident is related to the autonomous state law. The process of Crossbell becoming an independent state was illegal, and we exposed here those criminal acts. According to a Special Support Section investigation, President Dieter employed the Red Constellation Jaeger Corps and directed them to attack Crossbell and commit acts of destruction. Furthermore, reproducing a critical situation, he swayed public opinion and proceeded to force state independence using the referendum as an excuse. The above-mentioned acts were admitted by the President himself, and it is now clear that the situation in Crossbell over the past several months was all part of his plan. Light and shadow of President Dieter. After the coal incident, Dieter was elected mayor. While enacting numerous political reforms and establishing new laws, he acted to bring about forced state independence and dictatorial regime as reaction to the attack on Crossbell City. The president is thought to have pulled the strings behind the terror and cult incidents in addition to his other crimes. Independence Invalidity Declaration. Mr. Dieter's series of schemes is still being investigated by police staff, but he will be formally arrested and imprisoned soon. However, some police who evaded capture by the State Guard succeeded in freeing former Chairman McDowell, who was being held under house arrest. He announced a state independence declaration of invalidity, which declared the president's own declaration to be unlawful. Following this, police personnel who were forbidden to act united and broke into Orchis Tower, aiming to free Crossbell City and resolve the situation. This led into the dramatic arrest. President Dieter in the aftermath. After President Dieter was taken into custody, the barrier surrounding Crossbell City disappeared. The citizens' safety has been guaranteed for now, but the situation in Crossbell is extremely delicate and serious. The President will testify in the future, and Crossbell Times will report on that at a later date. I implore dear readers in the neighboring countries as well as to please remain calm and keep an eye on the Crossbell situation. Mysterious huge tree appears near Michelin. A giant shining tree has appeared near Michelin Resort. It can be clearly seen even from Crossbell City, and it is indeed a strange sight. However, the cause is not yet known. The fact that something inexplicable has happened following the news of the president's arrest is causing fear to spread. Police are already heading there to investigate. We're urging all citizens to remain calm. Okay, Grimwood's office. We're searching the Grimwood Law Office premises. We've succeeded in unlocking the door to the second floor. I hope we can find some clues up there. Second floor? Oh, Mr. Grimwood, why? Pete? Everyone! Detective Dudley, and the support section too. Good work out there. Good thing I brought Dudley this time. I mainly brought him because he was under-leveled, but this works too. Thanks. I better make sure to switch people out for other events. Good work yourself, Detective Emma. Are you searching the premises? Yes, the First Division is looking for any possible material witnesses. It may seem unfair, but as Mr. Grimwood's staff, we need you to testify. No, then please listen to my request. Mr. Grimwood, before he disappeared, he said something interesting and I wanted to check it out. Yeah, he asked you to clean the desk or something. That is indeed concerning. Why would he ask you that all of a sudden? I'm sure the answer will be found in Ian's desk. Here. Pete held out a sealed letter. Did Ian leave this? Can we read it? Nods. Dear Pete, first of all, I want to apologize for suddenly leaving your side. I once accepted your guardianship, and once I put you to work in my office, I lived many happy days. One fateful day, I became ruled by grief and sorrow, and ever since then, I have lived only to complete a certain plan. Because of you, I was troubled for a while, but this plan cannot be stopped. I cannot be forgiven for going back on my word. Pete, please, I want you to forget about me and live a happy life. From a far-off place, I pray to the goddess that your wisdom will make you into a fine adult. Ian Grimwood. Mr. Grimwood. We'll take custody of the other documents on his desk. It's a giant memo of how to deal with all his current clients. And there are papers that arrange for formal guardianship of Pete. Well, Mr. Grimwood, why do you have to do this? Forget Mr. Grimwood, who did so much for me. There's no way I can do that. Pete. Mr. Grimwood is a big idiot. Yeah, I won't say anything about the man himself, but I can't agree with leaving this kind of letter for everyone he left behind. Exactly right. Pete, we intend to go see Mr. Grimwood right away, after we do all these side quests first. There we'll learn the truth, and bring Mr. Grimwood and the others back with us. Everyone, thank you so much. Please take care of Mr. Grimwood. His plan, it's certain he spent a long time working on it. First Division is continuing to search the Grimwood Law Office premises. Please be careful, everyone. You handle this place, Emma. Everyone, thank you very much. Please take care of Mr. Grimwood. Damn it, something bad definitely happened to Grimwood's family. It's gotta be it. That's why he mentioned that his grief and sorrow in that paper. On this terminal, we found evidence of frequent communications with Orchis Tower. Most likely, he manipulated the president from this location, or perhaps I should say he ordered Mr. Croyce and the others. We found materials relating to Middle Age alchemy and the ancient Zemurian civilization. They're very old. It must have taken many years to amass a collection this big. Were they from the tower? Stargazer Tower? Just when did I start playing all of this? Ever since that accident, huh? He probably got manipulated by Maria Bell. And the... Well, thanks for coming. I made my special bread just for you guys. Here, take it. Last Viking. Wow, it smells really good. Yeah, it looks delicious. If it has Viking in its name, it better boost all of my stats or something. I know, right? It's our latest product. I know you guys have it really tough. If you eat that, I'm sure you'll pull through this tough situation somehow. Yeah, I hope you're right. Thanks, Oscar. Oh, no, it's just a really big hit point restorative. I don't even know if we'll be able to get that much hit points by the end of the game. That's a lot. That might be good if I can't farm enough Tyrol bombs. There's Lechter. He's not going back to Erebonia yet, huh? Hiya, thanks for all your hard work, guys. Lechter, you're again at the casino in that outfit. He's pretty darn relaxed. What happened to your secretary clothes? Well, while fighting a magic soldier, they ended up ripped and torn. Well, don't worry about that and relax. Right. And thank you very much for your cooperation in the Liberation operation. Really, thank you very much for your support in the Orchis Tower infiltration. That's only because his interests aligned with ours. Don't sweat, I just did what I felt like doing. And because I've been doing nothing but secretary desk work, it was honestly some good exercise. You're just an intelligence operative, but you seem to know your way around fights. Kilika aside, I think that you were concealing that much fighting ability. You're fencing in high-level arts. They're not the kind of things an amateur could master on short notice. If you want to know about it that much, I guess I'll tell you. See, it was 3 years ago. They were taught to me by a hermit who lives in the depths of a certain mountain of the Empire. 30 years ago? This story sounds bogus right from the start. That's extremely unlikely. Well, I think I'll leave the rest to your imaginations. Well then, it's about time for me to head back to the Empire. I've got to help out that old man with the awful beard. Maybe he was taught by one of the Iron Bloods. The Blood and Iron Chancellor. If I remember correctly, he was shot and went missing. The Noble Alliance took advantage of the opening caused by the thrashing that the regular army got from that Ion. Yeah, the capital seems to be completely occupied by those nobles. Dear me, anyhow, that old man easily gains unjustified resentment. Even we who protect him have gotten used to it. Well, being who he is, the old man won't drop dead so easily. You're cavalier about all this for some reason. And what about you? Old Man Goliath or the Noble Alliance? No matter who wins, I think that the destiny of Crossbell isn't going to change anytime soon. Well, we don't know what the future will bring yet. However, if nothing else, I first intend to head to that huge tree to get Kia back. That's good. It's important to focus on the future, but if that's all you see, you'll trip. What's important is the now that's in front of you. It's strange for you to say something proper all of a sudden, but thank you very much. Well, give it your best shot at least. If you don't, I'll have stayed behind for nothing, you know. He's gonna head back to the Empire soon. Randy, you're heading to that huge tree, right? You know me well, I expected no less. We haven't known each other all that long, you know. Randy, you've still got a bit left on your tab from all your drinking. I won't accept it unless you come back in one piece. Yeah, got it. I'll pay it back eventually, so don't sweat it. I guess this is how these two communicate. How much is his tab? I might be able to pay it right now with my huge sum of Mira. Sully isn't a regular outfit. What's wrong, Sully? Yeah, it's just a little prayer. For now, this is an altar, you see. I see, but you don't seem like the praying type. Oh, what can you be praying for? Randy, don't ask so directly. Well, it's fine, right? Of course it's for Eiyuu, but it's for all of you as well. Huh? As you said? I don't know the details, but you guys are going after Kia, right? And you guys are going somewhere dangerous right after this. That's why I'm praying for your safety. For Rishia too. Sully, thanks. Yeah, thank you for thinking of us. Anyway, Kia's a precious friend to me, you see. Definitely bring her back for me, okay? Yeah, of course. But yeah, there's something I want you guys to take with you. For us, whatever could it be? Sully took off her cap and handed it to Lloyd. Sully's cap received. This is... Since you guys are going after Kia, I really want to go with you, but... I understand I can't do that. So instead of taking my favorite hat with you. That's okay, right? Sure, it's fine. We understand your feelings, Sully. Yes, we'll take responsibility for it. I see. Well, good then. Please be careful, Rishia and everyone. Yeah, understood. I don't know where you're going, but be careful, okay? We'll be restarting performances before long. I definitely want you to see them. Okay, exchange Sunshine Anya's, Chapter 14. You need to get Kagemaru hood, Haori, and sandals. For the hood, you need to go to the casino. For the other two, you can buy them from the department store. Novel Lover. Let's read it. Edwin Arnold had never bested that girl even once. As far as he could remember, he had confidence in his physical strength, and despite appearances, he was quite sharp, or so he thought. But from the moment he married to this very day, his string of losses left him lost for words. Yes, ever since that day 2 years ago, and probably from now on too. Inside that flood of light, everything was blown up. Everything was rising towards the sky. Edwin was floating inside all of that for some reason. The girl's hands reached to Edwin, and he grabbed them both. Inside that soft sunlight, Agnes' whole body sparkled, and her cream-colored hair burned like white flames. Ed, thank you. It's been fun. What's this all of a sudden? Wait, where are we? Is this a dream? Huh, Ed, you really are thick-headed. I'm sure you'll forget what happened today, but there's something I want to tell you. Agnes smiled. That smile fit the definition of happiness perfectly. It was a smile she had never shown until now, surely because she had never been able to show it. I'm a magician. This is my true appearance, Ed. Edwin didn't really remember if at the time he was shocked or if he understood. Still, Agnes is smart, a strong fighter, and has a sharp nose. Knows everything. All that would be explained if she were a magician, he now thought. I see, that's Agnes for you. Then get me a bourbon. If Agnes were there, she would have silently served him an iced tea. Agnes was no longer in the city of Anchorville. When his treatment for the 2 ribs he hadn't noticed he ended, Edwin was discharged from the hospital and boarded a long-distance bus to the capital. He actually thought to go by bicycle, but the capital was really far away, and the bus was a good place for Edwin to think of his next move. Mr. Montaigne was arrested on the charge of Mr. Hart's murder. Tisei's background was investigated as well. Her grave has been violated, and she now rested in peace. Accidents once again happen only rarely. Yielding to the shaking of the bus's frame, Edwin thought about the future. That day that vanished completely from the memories of the residents. No one knew that a girl had disappeared. Edwin was largely unable to recall the facts of that night as well. He tried to recall it daily, and recently he finally understood just a little. He felt like back then Agnes had said this. I could see you again, if you're not a reporter, that is. What does that even mean? A reporter pursues the unknown, right? She touched the esmeralda on her breast as though it was difficult to say. You're thick-headed with your own feelings too, Ed. I'll pass. I'll be a reporter of justice after all. At his window seat, Edwin consulted his notebook and checked his next plans. Being a freelance reporter was tougher than he imagined. Even Brandon, who gave him intensive training, sighed constantly. But when people other than Agnes told him such things, that doesn't bother me. I don't believe we won't meet again. And so I'll keep being a reporter. And in doing so, I'll keep my feelings clear. Wait for me, Agnes. I swear I'll find you. The wind roared, crossing over the vast prairie. Calvard's winds are magnificent. What a strong wind, the girl murmured on that day. Resting her chin on her hands, sat at a window side of a similar bus, her cream-colored hair dancing in the sunlight. The girl who came to Anchorville was always in a sunny place. Edwin smiled softly. A reporter of justice can only believe what he's confirmed with his own eyes, you know. The blue sky of August spread out above the bus on that gravel road. Finn. Ooh, as expected, Kagemaru goods are stylish and gallant, huh? Oh yeah, there's a katana in the warehouse. It'd be great if you took it. Vaughn and Ruse wordies and sword fight. That's a little beyond the category of child's play. The Kagemaru character too is conveyed slightly wrong. So now we can... We're heading to the warehouse? Well, if you're customers, don't touch anything weird, you might die. Thanks for your consideration. Can finally go down here, huh? Exciting family lunch is here. Picnic lunchbox recipe. I don't see any katanas, but not that we have anyone who can equip it. I bet that was Reen's ultimate weapon too. What a shame. Our respective territories are being settled for the time being. Alright then, let's make another patrol. Those Testament baldies are making rounds helping us. If there are guys doing what they like in downtown, we'll beat them senseless. Just why did that huge tree appear? I totally don't get it. A large number of patients were sent to the St. Ursula Hospital. I managed to contact my father, but it seems he was busy doing the rounds. I've got to do my best too. Trinity has resumed operation as well. Although in situations like this, it's important to spend days normally like this. We'll do our best, okay? There are people who enjoy coming to the store even in times like these, after all. Yeah, of course. You do your best too, Wazzy. Even so, that's surprising. Who knew Wazzy and Abbas were church officials? They suddenly seem so far away from us for some reason. We actually haven't changed at all. I'd like you to treat us like you usually do. You could say that the Wazzy Hemisphere who ran the Testaments with you is the real me as well. I see. I'm happy to hear you say that. Jed and the others finally decided to help us out. Although that sort of thing happened, to us, Walt is our precious leader. Guys, bring him back for us somehow. Until Walt gets back, leaders Jed and Luganov are holding the Vipers together. We've got to work together and protect the Vipers. Yes, yes. I don't know if I'm uneasy. I don't have time to care about incomprehensible things. I could even sing a song. Yes, yahoo! You know, I think in the Geofront translation, they always tried to make a song out of his dialogue. Instead of giving a more direct translation. You know, just to fit with his whole wannabe musician thing. I still haven't forgiven Wald. That's not the case, but it's certain that Saber Vipers is a super fun place to be. As Viper leader, that's the reason enough to protect it. Wannabe rapper. Perhaps. I'm not sure what kind of music he's trying to sing, actually. Some kind of metal? How's the guild doing? I was able to get in touch with my family and friends at Oromorica village earlier. There will be many things to worry about going forward, but for now I'll breathe a sigh of relief. Where'd it go? Maybe they're at the boathouse. Better check that later. Hey, Kilika's here. Kilika, thank you for your hard work. The title of school's Crimson Swallow. Seeing your spirit from up close was very enlightening. It's been a while since I last fought, but that went better than expected. But even so, Lin, seems you've trained hard yourself. Compared to when we met at the Interleague match 8 years ago, you're like a whole different person. How promising. And I still have a long way to go. I'd like to get a little closer to master level like you or Zin, but you sure are dedicated. I think you'll be able to win against the likes of Zin in another year or two, maybe. It looks like you haven't been able to overcome the weak nature of a young woman. You're like a certain A-rank bracer when you say it, Kilika. You guys too, that was nice work back there. You too, Kilika, thank you for your cooperation. Man, you really saved us back there. I merely provided a bit of assistance. More importantly, I can't hide my surprise at the appearance of that huge tree. How will the Republic deal with this? I'm in shock. It looks like you can see that huge tree even from Altair City. We don't know what kind of situation this is, so we'll adopt a wait-and-see posture. I can't share any other details. Is that so? I plan to remain here until I've evaluated the situation. I don't know Crossbell's path. I don't think anyone knows. Everything is up to you guys. In order to not have any regrets, follow the path you believe in. We will. Thank you very much. Playing back to back with my idol Kilika. For me, there could be no better experience. In order to protect Crossbell going forward, I've got to refine my own Taito. Oh, it's you guys. Good work arresting the president. We like to thank the guild for cooperation too. Without everyone's help, I don't think it would have been possible. And don't worry about it. And don't worry about the city. We'll do something about it on our end. Because of that, we'll be able to restart guild activities. Now that you mention it, the guild members are... Yes, ever since the barrier was released, they split up and went to the outskirts of Crossbell. Because we were unable to leave for a while, problems happened everywhere and now we're drowning in requests. That sounds tough. We'd really like to help you guys, but please leave everything to us. Instead, that strange huge tree that appeared in the marshlands, you guys handle that. That's the perfect way to divide our duties right now, don't you think? Yes, you're right. Kia is there, and Arios as well. With our own hands, we'll do whatever we have to bring them back. Naturally. That's why you guys are who you are. Honestly speaking, Arios' power is in a whole other league. But being in the same field as we are, I'm sure you know that better than anyone. Go all out, Special Support Section. Right. Okay, should be some relevant conversations here. Risha and everyone, seems like you're going somewhere dangerous right now. I really wish you wouldn't, but I know if you're going to say you're going, Risha, I can't stop you. I'll be here waiting for you. Absolutely return safely. Yeah, I definitely will. Hey, speak to the head chef. Goodness gracious me, just when I thought the weirdness outside ended, it's just one weird thing after the next. Oh, it looks like you guys are going somewhere. Well, in this situation, I want our police officers to do their best. What's wrong? Can't be helped. It looks like you're doing your best on your chef training. Today I shall teach you the recipe that is told only to the star of each generation. After all, you somehow managed to fill in that cooking notebook I forced onto you. Healthy mapo tofu recipe obtained. There you go. It looks like the last page of the notebook is filled in. Are you okay? It's such a precious recipe. Thanks are not required. I wanted to teach you the recipe, and so I did. More importantly, the way the chef is very strict. Continue on to focus on your training from now on. Right. Come again if you get the chance. I'll give you some real chef training. I've had a bad feeling about this for a while, but is it possible you mistook us for people who came for chef training? Are you talking about the misunderstanding of many months ago? No, this matter is different. Here, let me have a look at your cooking notebook. Crossbell Chef League member Lloyd Bannings. It says it right there in your notebook. As a participating store, it's my duty to train anyone who has one. That's all it is. So that cooking notebook is the real deal, huh? Oh, I never realized. And then that means all of us are fine chef material, right? It might not be too bad to go for it. Well, I don't know if I should say it's reckless, but thank you very much. I don't know how to say this, but receiving something this nice. I don't need your thanks. For nice young men and women like yourselves, it was the right thing to do. Anyway, my cooking will give you energy. I want you to eat up and get back to your daily lives right away. Even so, I believe in you. Well, you. Mapo tofu. They're not selling it here for some reason. Weird. I have to make it myself. Oh, learning errors. Good work. Sal, what are you doing in a place like this? Is there something strange about us being here? The city has calmed down, so we were just relaxing having a meal. But even so, that's a little too bold, isn't it? And what's more, a seat right in the middle of the restaurant. I wasn't sure what others would think either, but the waitress picked this seat for us, and Master Sal didn't refuse it. Isn't it fine? We'd appreciate if you let us take it easy at least for a while while we're eating. It's been a while since we fought against Red Constellation as hard as we did in the Crossbell Liberation Operation. Regarding that, thank you very much for your cooperation. Mr. Sal, what do you and the others plan to do now? We plan to keep watching the situation until it's under control. After we have a handle on the situation, we plan to build a new HQ and resume business. As I thought. Now that our Red Constellation and Ribache competition is gone, there's no further obstacles in our way. There were many twists and turns, but it seems our original goal of gaining control of Crossbell's underworld will finally be realized. Shit-eating Guren time. And it's no exaggeration to say it's also due to the efforts of Yin, who you all have worked with several times before. Ugh. My bad. Sooner or later, we're going to have to face Eiyuu once again. Well, that may be true, but I look forward to working with you again, everyone. No matter what barriers we put in our way, we definitely won't lose. That's why you're you. Well, people like us are no significant barrier. Compared to the chaos throughout the continent, and especially the threat from the west. That's... well, for now, please focus on doing something about this situation. We'll be rooting for you here from the shadows. We vacated our hideout in the old battlefield some time ago. Can't help you anymore, but please do be careful. Okay. So right, once the situation is under control, I was thinking of forming another contract with Risha. What do you say, Risha? You'll owe me for this time, and I don't know how you're planning on repaying me. At this time, I cannot answer yes to that question. Risha, well, we have no right to force you. After this time, we'll be even, so there will be no need for payment. However, if you feel you are in our debt, or conceal SC tickets will be appropriate compensation, I believe. That was a joke. It's just, as I said before, to reach the high place Eiyuu is aiming for, we want your strength. I will support your performances, and I look forward to being friends from now on. Oh, I never noticed this is what Risha looks like when cooking. Yeah, she's still wearing her battle armor and an apron. Divine Mappo. Whoa, that's a decent amount of CP restoration. Okay, now I need someone to make the prankster version. I guess Randy. Oh, he's not in my active party. Be right back. Unconventional chef obtained. Is there a list of achievements here? Oh, there it is. Deepened bond of Dudley. Wait, are these tied to save files? I could have sworn I did Wazi's off screen. Oh, there's the Aryan HUD achievement. Beat everyone palm. These are all story ones. Yep, here they are. 1 million Mura or more. That could take a while to farm. I got a letter with Tirabone. With the strong sunlight and the green grass steadily growing, I feel a summer presence has finally arrived. To you who are always offering dishes, I wish you good health day after day. Speaking of myself, when I stopped by the government office the other day, I happened to run to an acquaintance of mine when I was a student. She had been away from Crossbell for a very long time, but she came back because of the son's family moving. Since we really bummed each other, we both were greatly surprised. The temper we had when we were young didn't change even after growing old. We forgot to keep in touch with each other and ended up in reminiscent talks about what was invoked in what year, and that was hard during the war. Perhaps such fortuitous coincidence was arranged by the venerable Jizou. I ended up talking to you about something boring. I will continue to pray for your good health. Allow me to close the letter like this. Mappo. Oh, a passionate lunchbox. To you who always offers dishes, thank you very much for offering so many dishes to the venerable Jizou. Actually, I've been living nearby with my father since I was little, and ever since then, because I prayed to it every day, I have felt attached to the venerable Jizou. Nowadays, there are a few who visit it, but I am secretly glad there are warm-hearted people like yourselves. Allow me to express my feelings of gratitude. It is reassuring that there is someone with the same resolve aside from myself. I am sorry for another lengthy letter. Though it is meager, please accept this gift as a token of my gratitude. It's a pity I cannot yet meet you in person, but still being healthy, I will be able to regularly visit the venerable Jizou daily like this. Perhaps I will be able to meet you as well one day, from an unknown neighbor. 2 Tyrol bombs. The Jizou we offered us dishes to, eh? I don't subscribe to its religion, but... So everyone, since we're here, won't we pray to the Jizou before setting out? My, why not? We don't have time for this, however. Well, it won't take that much time. This kind of thing is a question of feelings. Thinking about our morale from now on, I guess it's not bad for mental concentration. Alright, let's do it. As an Eastern custom, you join your hands like this. Oh, like this? Actually, there are many customs, but... Oh, good thing I brought Risha then. I think that it's essentially alright if you pray like you do at the Septine Church. Alright, let's do it. Loyal friends join their hands, close their eyes, and offer a prayer to the Jizou. My, I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing. Wait, are you the Jizou gift person? The one who's been giving us all these items? Oh, it's you guys. Old Lady Paola. Hey? Could be. Are you the ones who have been offering dishes to the venerable Jizou? That means... Are you perhaps the one who wrote those letters? Oh my, is that how it is? Howard, I think that so many adorable children would... I thought for sure it was someone elderly like myself. Actually, we offered them as a chance to practice our cooking. Man, we're surprised too, I think. You're that old lady we see every now and then downtown, right? Because the letters are very refined and skillfully written, I thought it might have been someone elderly. My apologies for always taking up your time with my letters. But that's right, truly all manner of things can happen in this world. Paola faced towards the Jizou and silently joined her hands. This venerable Jizou experienced all of Crossbell's turbulent times, and it was even destroyed once. Nevertheless, it was restored many times by the hands of the people of the city. Recently, the people who visit it have markedly decreased, but it looks like I had no need to worry. Oh right, I just happen to have something nice here with me. I hate to ask this of you, but if you like, I wonder if you can accept it. But it's alright, it's merely a thank you gift. Kusanagi received. I received it from my junior, but I can't wear it. Wait, isn't that the one Eiyuu had at the beginning of the game? Did Eiyuu give it to her? Now that Imelda, she's always awkward no matter how much time passes. No, it was Imelda who had it. Did Eiyuu pawn it off to Imelda? Goodbye then. Please feel free to visit the venerable Jizou again whenever you like. I haven't the slightest clue, but she was a brave woman. She's an old lady who often basks in the sun near the apartment where I live. She now lives in downtown, but looks like she lived somewhere else before. I thought she was a beautiful person. This is a master course. Also, she mentioned Mrs. Amelda's name and said she was her junior. She was really a kind, mysterious person. Come to think of it, I heard from grandfather about a splendid woman called the legendary Belle of High Society in one of the older generations. Impossible. These kids don't know her? She's the famous lady who took Crossbell by storm back in the day. I only wanted to pay her a visit, but it unexpectedly turned into something. It seems I got carried away. Alright, I guess it's time for us to be going. Yeah. What does Kusanagi do again? Recover hit points when attacking for physical damage. Also recover through recovering EP as well. Yeah, it's pretty powerful offensively. Oh, look at all the people outside. Rumors of Dieter's arrest are already spreading within and outside the state. We can't let our guard down our guard against the major powers. How's the situation for our Crossbell? As we thought, the appearance of that huge tree is causing chaos everywhere. And because the barrier is down, a great many citizens are heading for St. Ursula. I've directed 2nd Lieutenant Muriel to deal with that. Outside the city, I've deployed platoons on each of the highways and increased the number of armored cars. Because the President's restrictions are no longer in effect, it's possible we'll be transporting more citizens than normal. Yes, thanks for your quick response. As for me, as Chairman of State Congress, I need to explain the President's arrest in a public place. Preparations are already being made in a city meeting hall, but regarding that, I think we'll be able to use the screen the cars the President prepared. The police in the city can divide things up and get them ready. Thanks for taking care of that. We must stay on guard against the major powers. Ladies and gentlemen, please be careful. Looks like Chairman McDowell and the others are dealing with problems throughout Crossbell. It should be fine if we leave this to my grandfather and the others. You're here too, Old Man Douglas. Good work, Vice Commander. You guys, huh? It's been a while. Commander Sonia asked me to come as the State Guard representative. So that's how it is, huh? Even so, those clothes. That's the uniform of the State Guard. They look a little more formal than the CGF ones. We'll be acting like this until the situation calms down a little. Looks like the situation's really bad. Yeah, now that we've lost the barrier over the city as well as those ions, we've got to be on guard against the major powers. Well, I don't think any invasions are imminent, so you just leave that to us. You guys should do what only you guys can. We will, and thanks for all your help. Everyone, Randy, too. Hey Muriel, it looks like you returned to your unit. Yes, thanks to you. The commander gladly accepted us, a unit that has obeyed orders. That's how Commander Sonia would deal with that. With this situation, she'd want an outstanding officer like you, even alone. I don't know if I'm outstanding, but now that I'm back, I plan to give this everything I've got. As one with a duty to protect Crossbell rather than a state guard, soldier, or a CGF member. Do your best, Muriel. Well, don't get too fired up and spin your wheels. I know that already. Ugh, stupid Randy. The impact of Dieter's arrest will soon spread both within and outside the state. Even if we manage to get the situation under control, many difficulties await Crossbell going forward. Perhaps Crossbell's future was too heavy, a burden for Dieter to bear. As a state representative, I wonder if there was anything I could have done to prevent this. I am keenly aware of my powerlessness. Grandfather, I think this incident is a problem for all of Crossbell. What should we do now? That's the most important thing. Yes, exactly right. Anyway, what we need to do now is solve the problems before us one by one. I foisted terrible hardships on the youngsters, but please lend me your strength for a while. You guys, huh? Did something happen? No, I was just wondering about the situation here. Well, as you can see, we're discussing how to deal with problems throughout Crossbell. I'm here as a police liaison. You're certainly qualified, Sergey. Then the support section's unoccupied, huh? And have any requests come in? A lot of them from all over the place. We passed them to the guild. You guys have no need to worry about requests, do you? We do have monster requests, though. I see. If the guild is handling them, that's fine with us. Anyway, go do your own thing until you're satisfied. As a special support section, but most of all as yourselves. Right. The poor car. The support section's car. It was moved here, huh? How sad. With this situation, we'll have to leave it like this for a while. Well, it's because of this situation. Once it's under control, I'm sure we'll repair it. Yeah, that's right. It was of great use to us. Now all of the stuff we spent upgrading it was for nothing, except for the achievements, I guess. Hey, it's him! Goodness, people like you make me worry far too much. But Margaret, dang it, just when as my chief is the time I have to stand up. You always say things like that. Because you suddenly do things that aren't like you get involved in things like this. Sorry. She's as harsh as always. You guys, get out of here. I'm busy now. Dang it, just when you were acting cool back then, you're back to this. As punishment for worrying me, I'm cutting your pocket money for the next month by half. Anything but that. Is this the same guy who was able to handle the situation on the middle floors so well? Heh. Oh, is that Roberts? Tio, you're heading to that huge tree, right? If anything were to happen to you, Tio, when I think of that, I get torn apart inside. Chief, you don't need to. Oh, that's right. How about I take it to Orwell's staff and accompany you? Does he know how to fight? I understand how to operate an Orwell staff. In battle, I can support Tio with support crafts. Yes, that would be great. Now, since that's decided, the preparations. You're too annoying, so no thanks. Imagine the irony if he turned out to be the strongest Orwell staff wielder in the series, even stronger than the Azure Abyss. They're the same as always. Chief, please don't worry too much. I'll return in one piece with Kia and everyone. In the end, your role is in here, in this sea of chaos, Chief. Tio. That's right, it's as Tio says, I'll focus on my work here. In return, promise me this, that you'll definitely return safely. Alright, let's start the Orwell net check right away. Because of the blue mist when those monsters were wandering around, it was hard to establish comm links. It may have affected the system as well. Okay, roger that. Well, first up is a functional check of the tower terminals. Seems the monsters that appeared in the city have disappeared. I was really scared when I was locked inside the tower. The damage wasn't even that great, but I never wanted to go through that again. For now, it was decided that the management of Orchis Tower will be led by Charlie McDowell. There's still a lot of confusion, but the fact that this building is a place for people hasn't changed. I look forward to working with all of you in the future. Both of your bosses turned out evil, huh? IBC's business is suspended. Half the staff are staying by at home. As someone who has worked for IBC for many years, the arrest of Dieter is too shocking. We have to get through this. Okay, we can still do the enhanced SEPIP exchange. That's good. If only everyone would use these IBC rates. It looked like a little girl entered the elevator to the roof a little while ago. I think she was the Secretary of Defense's daughter. The huge tree that appeared in the marshlands is indeed concerning. The Secretary of Defense's daughter entered the elevator. What's she up to? Wait, first I need to go visit the 36th floor. Nothing out of the ordinary. We're counting our patrols. Continuing our patrols. Whoops. He's supposed to be in one of these rooms. This one? Good work, Special Support Section. Yes, thanks for your hard work. Could this room be... Yes, it's President Croix's... No, Suspect Croix. How's the President doing? Well, when he was arrested, he looked dumbfounded, but now he looks calm. He shows no signs of resisting, so we have only a minimum number of personnel. Per direction of Inspector Sergei, you all are allowed to see him. Is that so? Lloyd, what should we do? Meet with him, if you please. What does he think about right now? I feel like I want to ask him that. Understood. Go ahead then. You guys, huh? Heh, what do you want? I'm an international criminal now. Theater. Uncle. Being alone like this, I finally realized. It's as Belle said, I did nothing more than act as Mr. Grimwood wanted me to. With a loud voice, I held the ideal of justice, and for that reason, sacrifices were acceptable. And what was the result? I've been abandoned by my only daughter, and now I've lost the presidency. Heh, I'm not that boy from Ouroboros, but I'm just as pitiful as the fool. We can't deny any of that. For our own justice, we'll break through anything, anywhere. Regardless of your methods, the fact that you were trying to protect Crossbell is the absolute truth. You're telling me. We felt it back when you said those words to us at the IBC too. Humans are creatures that desire justice, you can certainly say that. And through the Declaration of Independence that the citizens approved, you felt you were pursuing justice. But in the end, I think your methods were wrong. And if the independent state continued, your justice recognized and peace obtained, Uncle. The wounds of the people discarded in the process wouldn't have been so easily healed. A peace based on the premise of sacrificing people. Doesn't that make the Declaration of Independence you uttered on the platform that day deception itself? Heh, you're right, Ollie. It is as you say. By obtaining the power called Kia, I might have been blinded by my own justice. Mr. Grimwood saw that I had deceived myself without realizing it, and I became easy to manipulate. Mr. Grimwood. However, justice is something exercised through power and will. The idea itself will never change. If you all would continue your own pursuit of justice, you need to show Mr. Grimwood and the others your own power and will. It won't be easy, but we will do it, no matter what it takes. We'll have to, if we're going to take back Kia. Alright, we will. In that case, you have no further use for me. Grimwood said it himself. Even though Belle is my daughter, I honestly have no idea how far she is willing to go. Where you can proceed and take back Kia. I can see the answer right here. Hello. Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. I'm worried because Belle discarded him like that, but he's surprisingly composed. Yeah, I'm a little worried too. It's like he said, we need to move forward. We will hold Suspect Croix here until the current situation is under control. He has been charged with many crimes, but I don't want to punish him harshly. Regardless of his methods, the truth is that he was trying to protect Crossbell. Okay, I see Shizuku on the roof. Father, Kia! Shizuku, so this is where you were. Strange that the guide did not mention her, even though she is kind of important, isn't she? Everyone, yes, I was looking at that huge tree. Are Father and Kia really in there? Yes, there's no mistake. We still don't know where in the huge tree they are, though. I see. Shizuku, please wait for us. We'll definitely bring back Arios and Kia for you. Yes, don't worry. Right. Everyone, please, take care of my father and Kia. Zemurian Ore Shard. Yeah, so this you can actually get 2 ultimate weapons. I think they do that a lot in the second game of an arc. They give you the ability to get multiple Zemurian weapons. You still need multiple playthroughs to get them all, but still, this means you don't have to do quite as many playthroughs. It's probably to compensate for the fact that you have a larger party too. Okay, now we're at the graveyard. So expecting a little bit of dialogue now that we learned the truth about Arios. This grave belongs to Iron Grimwood's wife and child. Let's go now. Nothing new here. Your older brother's tonpas are so full of cuts that somehow it's pitiful. Probably stuff from when he went at it with old man Arios. Yeah. However, if you look carefully, aside from those, there's a lot of smaller scratches. It also seems there are even traces of repeated repairs. My brother who seek the truth without giving up, no matter what the barriers he faced. The aspect of these tonpas is for sure my brother's very own way to live. It could be. This incident and also my big brother's incident. To reach the truth, we must overcome Arios and Mr. Grimwood too. I've already talked to us for a little while. Big brother, please give us your strength. I'll use these until I replace them with Zemurian weapons. Lloyd. Well, naturally, we will help you too. That's for sure. Everyone, let's combine our strengths to take back Kia. Yeah, everyone, once again, I'm counting on you. Oh, they changed the music for this area. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna go back to get over the barrier. Oh well. Some time ago, policemen came for an inquiry. I ain't doing such a monstrous thing. It's so absurd that I can't believe it. Yes, we feel the same too. However, that's the truth. As for his true motive, we can only try asking the man himself. But it should be pretty obvious it's gonna be similar to what Arios went through. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.